Garland is the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We have none who could match him. White mage just gotta be like, oh god, he's dead already? Wow, what a chump. So here's the thing, I'm going to be playing through all of the series, which is going to be quite an undertaking. This new game. Oh, that's right! I forgot, you get to... There we go. Blubby, Bloom, Blob, and Bloof. Oh, I'm just thrust right in. I can just move around. That's cool. Cornelia. Okay, B runs. That's cool. I forgot how much I love the soundtrack of Final Fantasy games. The king is searching for the prophesied warriors of light. Those crystals. You must see the king at once. Oh, I don't get any say in this. I just have to go see the king. Welcome, travelers. I'm told you carry the crystals. Is it true? Yeah, we killed 4 guys and stole them. It's just as Lucan's prophecy foretold. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. Your Majesty, we cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold by the prophecy. Yet they stand before us with crystals. I cannot dismiss this as mere coincidence. Are crystals, like, super rare here? Crystal bearers. There is a task I would ask of you. Will you not rescue my daughter, Sarah? Just once I'd like to see a high fantasy game. Be like, Lord Alcyone, you must go rescue Stephen. And Jack. Garland, a knight once in His Majesty's service, has abducted Princess Sarah. I ask for your aid in the name of His Majesty, the King of Cornelia. Garland has taken refuge in the Chaos Shrine. Who the fuck named that? Which lies to our north. Of course, we did attempt to save the princess ourselves, but Garland is the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We have none who could match him. Ooh. Lighting change, that's interesting. I like that. That's really cool. I am way too amused by this. Did they build a shrine to Chaos, or was there like some evil settlement that just became known as the Chaos Shrine? That's, I feel like, a legitimate question. Oh, okay, so this is the village. This is Cornelia, City of Dreams. Ooh. Someone's a little full of themselves. What are you doing? I'm a dancer. I can tell. You want to dance with me? Is that a dance? Oh no. Ambush. So they all get a free attack? This is not ideal. Oh, this isn't the, action time? Or, battle time. I'm really blanking out here pretty horribly. Yeah, they have no magic. No, don't flee! God dang. Oh, I can change it. Cool. So I queue up everyone's moves, then we do the thing? Interesting. If this ends up going on long enough, I might grind some independently, because there's no reason for that to be on stream. Are you kidding me? A staff does more damage than the warrior's knife? He would do better with a fucking staff? No. So sick of the combat. I think it's pretty cool in fantasy, things where resurrection is actually a thing. And more people tend to use more grounded fantasy, so... Is everything at 1? Yeah, I need to rest. Where, you know, you can heal to a certain extent, but once you die, you're dead. But in these ones, you just straight up resurrect people. Okay. Lesson learned. We need these. Can you move? I need to go on that door. Thank you. God damn, I would love to be able to take more than 3 steps. So it's just that the white mage is useless right now. I probably should have gone with red mages instead of a white and black mage. Because red mages, one, can wear armor. So that would give them some more survivability. Yeah, since there's no... Since magic is so hard to start with, maybe it gets more powerful later on. That might be the case. But if I was starting over, the white mage and black mage I would not go with. They're useless right now. They don't deal enough damage, they don't have any armor, so they don't have any defense. And I only have 6 attacks on them. I guess my white mage has gotten 100 now. My red mage almost has 75, so I'd bump it up to, what, 7 attacks? I guess, if his normal attacks cost 5. Almost 7 attacks. Oh, I just had to run straight ahead the whole time. Holy shit, I was here exploring this fucking dungeon, it was just right in front of me. The king will have no choice but to exchange the freedom for his daughter's life. Cornelia will be mine. Hi, yeah. We just walked in here. Who's there? The king's lapdogs. Do you have any idea who you're messing with? Really think you have what it takes to cross swords with me? Very well, I, Garland, gotta make sure you say your name, will knock you all down. Well, this combat can't be too intense, like... only have so many options at my disposal. Lowers a foe's evasion. Let's see if he's evading attacks. Ow! Ooh, shit. He's not really evading attacks, so that probably won't do much. Let's go ahead and use Cure on my dude. White mage just gotta be like, oh god, he's dead already? Wow, what a chump. You've come to rescue me. I don't know how I can ever thank you. I'm Sarah, Princess of Cornelia. It's the first time anyone has ever defeated Garland. Yeah, you think? The first time he's ever died? Took the loot back. I want you to have it. It may aid you. Oh, wait. I got a loot. What does the loot do? It's a really majestic tune, so it must be really fucking important. Orders from His Majesty. We're to do our part to fulfill Lucan's prophecy. Couldn't do this part beforehand? God damn. So the king just issues an order and they go, okay, yep, let's break physics. We got this. I bet I've gotten paid overtime for that. What does this bridge have to do with the prophecy? 4 warriors of light are here. They're here in Cornelia. That, okay. This is a thing that happened.
Welcome to the Stupid Nerd Rambles for a Long Time About Something They Don't Understand podcast, where a stupid nerd rambles for a long time about something they don't understand.
This is so cool. Like, I'm having a hard time verbalizing what it is I'm trying to say. But like, if you're familiar with Final Fantasy at all, you know, they move on to be very, very cinematic. You know, you are controlling characters, not avatars. A lot of Western RPGs, you control avatars. You create your character, you decide his responses, you decide his attitude. He is just a physical embodiment of whatever it is you are wanting to be in the game. Final Fantasy, like most JRPGs, you control more characters and players. They already have their own desires, their will, where they came from, what their goals are. You embody that and maybe sometimes change the dialogue slightly to have some say over this. But this one is different from the other Final Fantasy games in that you just choose 4 random people. It feels very, like I said, very D&D-esque. This is, it's more about combat and team composition and stuff. You start in a town that you just load up on resources however you want to go, and then you fuck off and go do that. It's cool. It's a different change of pace. It's just funny considering this is the first game, but very interesting. I'm pleasantly surprised. What else is over here? This is another thing I'm interested in. I was most familiar until fairly recently. By fairly recently, I mean like the last few years. The Nintendo era of Final Fantasy was the era I was most familiar with. I'm just going to use normal attacks for all of these. They should kill them pretty quickly. The Nintendo era is what I'm most familiar with, so I'm used to this kind of more high fantasy-esque, crystal-based setting. Starting in the PlayStation era, they get a little more, like, sci-fi-y, where they have more elements of that. Like, you have some of the flying ships. I think Final Fantasy III had the Dreadnought. Is that the one I'm thinking of? I might be fucking that up. You still had, like, the, crystally, like, sometimes vaguely steampunk elements, but, like, it's pretty typical JRPG fantasy. I'm interested in seeing how that progresses, because I was shocked when I saw Final Fantasy VII and they had fucking cars. In games like D&D, getting damaged... How do I put this? It's not an inverse difficulty curve, but if you start losing, you don't necessarily get steamrolled, but in this one, once you start losing, you continue losing. Once somebody's down, you're doing less damage, therefore you're not able to defend as well, they're getting more moves, he's not gaining levels, so everybody else is quickly surpassing and making, when you finally do level, like heal him and bring him back, he's lower level than everybody else, so he's a little weaker, so he's more likely to die, and once he dies, then he's not gaining experience. Things like that. Oh. Whatever this game's version of a cutscene is. It is kind of a cutscene. And so their quest began. That's really slow. As the four warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny had placed before them. Oh, this is painful. But buffer up a little bit before I start reading. They did not even know the true significance of the four crystals they held in their hands, and how the fuck they get them? The crystals that once, long ago, held a light that shone so brilliantly. The time for their journey had come. The time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into light. The end. That's the end of the game. Nope, nothing up there. Ooh. That's a lizard? I don't like it. That doesn't look like any lizard I've ever seen. Yeah, no. That's a huge amount of damage. For my second most armored guy. What's that? Oh no! Oh, I'm fucked.